there are many political conflicts almost everywhere in the world, especially in Thailand. I can see it more because I live in Thailand. What I interested the most is why people have to hate each other, angry at each other, because of they have different thinking in politics. It's very interesting because I can see many families, parents and their children don't talk to each other because parents love one side of political party and then the kid love another side of political party. It's so sad. They cannot talk together. They're angry at each other. And many friends, they have the same problem. Some friends, they used to know each other for a long time, used to work together for a long time. And at the end, they love different political party. And then they took different sides. And then they hate each other. They don't talk to each other anymore. Why do we let politics ruin our relationship this much? In some family, parents and children, they grow up together. They be together for many years. And then all the relationship break down in one day when they have argument about politics. Every side believe that my side is more democracy, my side is right, my side is fair, another side is wrong. So every side think the same way. And they hate each other, they're angry at each other. I wonder, what is the real meaning of democracy? Do we understand the meaning of democracy in the same meaning? That's very interesting to know now. Democracy that I understood is people are different. When many different people live together, we just make decision by the majority vote. But it doesn't mean we'll ignore the minority vote. It doesn't mean the minority thinking will be get rid of or will be enemy. So we need to live together, but we just use the majority vote to make decision. That's the way of democracy that I understood. When I understand that like this, I can't see the reason why do we have to hate each other? Why do we have to angry at each other? It seems like now most of politicians, they are not democracy people. They try to train people to separate into sides and fight each other for their benefit. Politicians, they are not a people who will work for people. They're just a greedy people who came together and then they fight for their own benefit in the place that we call parliament. But why most of people believe them? That's very interesting. Why do we believe in politicians? In the history, we learn a lot. We have a lot of experience that there's a lot of politicians that lie to us. In this era, most of us study so much, we learn so much, We have so much information, but why we believe in somebody easily like that? When we believe that we are democracy, why we can hate another people who just think different from us easily? Why we angry at them easily? Because democracy is many different people can live together harmoniously, respect each other. That part is very hard for me to understand now, because everywhere we can see violence, political violence almost everywhere. People fight each other, hate each other, ruin each other everywhere. Even in Thailand, we can see that very clear. I feel bad because everybody are good person. They have many good things in their life. But suddenly, they just hate each other. Even they did not do anything to each other. They only have different way of thinking, but they can hate each other. That's so sad. Hatred is not good for anybody. Why we let hatred develop inside us that much? Hatred is not healthy for our spirit, our mind, our mental part of our life. Why do we keep the hatred grow inside us like that? And then the sadness is that those hatreds come from something very not important at all. It's just we have different thinking, but why we use different thinking ruin our relationship for many years, ruin our good thing that we did together for a long time. That part I feel sad. I don't understand it yet. How can human develop this kind of angry this much? So now I don't want to jump into the conflict, in political conflict like this. I think it's so nonsense for me. It's not useful for anybody. What I think I can do now is just to come back to myself, to contemplate deeply. Every time when I hear people talk about politics, or when I listen to the news about politics, I need to remind myself that it's just a politics. It's just a politics. I need to listen with awareness, with consciousness. Because most of the news that we hear now, I don't know how many percent is true. Because politicians don't like to say the truth. When they say something, they always have something hidden behind. So if we take that news seriously, we'll be angry and upset for nothing. Because it's fake news. Mostly it's fake news. Like in Thailand, the government said, oh, we don't support the military in Burma. We don't want to intervene with their problem. That's what they said. But the reality is not. They support underground. They did something, they have some benefit among each other. So there's no real news in the government. It's so hard to find the real thing, real information on the media. So most of the media are fake news that from politicians. But why we take it so serious? Why we need to be angry? Why we need to upset about it? And then we don't try to investigate more. We just listen and believe it. We don't want to contemplate deeper, investigate more. Is that real or not real? We just believe so easy now. So I don't want to let angry or hatred control my life. And then I think it's very nonsense to angry or hate somebody because of political thinking are different. It's so nonsense for me. Every time when I listen to the news, when I listen to other people, I need to be aware as much as I can to just listen and contemplate and try to investigate more. I will not believe in anything easily in politics, and then I will not hate anybody. I will not angry at anybody because of we have different thinking in politics or in another thing else, because to be different is very important. We learn so much when we are different. To be different is security. To be different is beauty. That's why I love to be with people who have different thinking, different thing all the time, because I learn so much. I don't need to be upset. I don't need to be angry. I don't need to hate anybody because of they are different from me.